All right, so episode 3 of the interview series. We had 2 episodes, and now we're going to number 3, and we have a mysterious guest. Why don't you introduce yourself to us?
Hi, I'm a mysterious guest. Hello.
Hello. So, introduce yourself to us. Who are you?
Okay, I am GeauxBurns. I have a YouTube channel and I make content. Originally, it was mostly Grand Theft Auto Online content. Currently, I do a little bit more Reddit Online content, but I still consider myself an active reserve Grand Theft Auto Online YouTuber. So that's pretty much me. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto all my life, ever since the very first GTA came out back on the original PlayStation. So I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since the very beginning.
Nice. So, a content creator we have here. So, what type of player are you, and what do you usually do?
I would say I am I guess you could say, a casual grinder. I like to just play the game, roam around in free roam, drive around, fly around. When I first started Grand Theft Auto Online, I did a lot of contact missions because back then that was how you made money before the heist update and all the businesses and whatnot. So I used to love grinding the contact missions. And I also love playing with like fellow content creators, fellow YouTubers, fans of Grand Theft Auto, including my own viewers and subscribers.
All right, nice, nice. And what do you think of the current state of the game?
The current state of the game, I mean, it has its ups and downs. Some people like the open wheel racing circuit, especially those that are part of the racing aspect of Grand Theft Auto Online. The casino heist was a success. It's probably the best heist so far. And I think that's what Rockstar was wanting to do from the beginning with the heist in Grand Theft Auto Online, is to get it to that point. And at the moment, it's doing quite well. A lot of people are still playing this game, going on, was it coming up on 7 years in September? Yeah, 7 years. So I think so far so good. I mean, there's tons of content in the game and a lot for players to do. The event weeks are pretty decent. And yeah, I mean, I think that Rockstar probably has no intention of wrapping up Grand Theft Auto Online anytime soon. So I'm interested in what they got planned for either spring or summer update.
Yeah, I think this game still has a pretty good lifespan. So, what do you think of free mode so far? Free mode
Free
2020.
mode. I'm very glad that we have different lobby types in Grand Theft Auto Online because, uh, as usual, the public lobbies in Grand Theft Auto Online can be quite interesting. Sometimes it's okay. You know, you can get into a nice, quiet, small lobby with people that are just chilling, just grinding. And then, of course, there are the griefers that like to ride around in their broomsticks with the orbital cannons. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, it's not a fun experience, is it? It's horrible. Coming from
Yeah,
someone who
no.
gets obliterated all the time.
Yeah. How many
Right.
is that now? How many do you have so far? I know you keep a list.
Yeah, I do. I gotta look it up somewhere. But I'm not gonna look for it. So I'm gonna hit probably like 2.1k obliterated times.
Wow. That is crazy. And she quite literally writes like notches down every time she gets orbital, by the way. So she's not lying. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, ever since Doomsday came out, I've been keeping a list every time somebody obliterates me. So, because
Yeah.
I knew so many people were gonna use that shit against me. I just knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was going to be used by the griefers. Yeah, I really wish, like so many others, that they would have not added that to Grand Theft Auto Online. The broomstick is bad enough, but the orbital cannon just takes it to a whole new level, especially whenever you can glitch it and not even have to pay for it. I think Rockstar has tried to fix that, but the
Yeah,
best thing to
there's
do is just get rid of it.
yeah, yeah, that would be the best thing to do, honestly. And they tried fixing it in Casino Heist, and somebody already found a new way to exploit it.
Of course. What a surprise.
All right, so I'm gonna mention you a couple of types of players, and I want you to give me a description of what you think of them.
Okay.
All right, so what is your opinion on grinders?
I like grinders. It's fine. They're just mind their own business. They're working hard trying to make money in the game because content is expensive, especially after the heist update. That's when we started seeing the prices for things like inflate, like with Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2. Specifically, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1, we had the, $5 million Deluxe Swift, and then the $10 million Deluxe Luxor, and then, plenty of other content as well has been added over the past years. Quite expensive, so I respect the grinders. I wish that they were just left to mind their own business. They're not hurting anybody. So I'm perfectly fine with grinders, and I kind of sort of grind a little myself.
All right. All right. What do you think of TriHards?
Well, I have a different opinion of TriHards, thanks to you and a few others, because originally I did kind of put TriHards and griefers in the same category, especially whenever I made the infamous TriHard rant video some time ago. But I've been enlightened, I've been educated by, TriHards, and there is a difference, so I want to come out right now and set the record straight. I consider there to be a difference between TriHards and griefers, and the truth is, I was mostly back then ranting about the griefers, not really TriHards.
Yeah, looking back at it, there is really a huge difference in the way that we kind of described it back then. And we've come a long way in understanding those types of players, so good for us.
Exactly. I mean, from the average player's point of view, it's easy to lump them in the same category, a TriHard and a griefer. But like you've had a chance to get to know and friend some TriHards, and some of the things you've told me and they've told me has led me to believe that there is a difference between the griefers and TriHards.
All right, so what do you think of griefers?
Well, I think that with any online game, whether it's Grand Theft Auto Online or Red Dead Online, you're going to get all sorts of players, especially in a game that has a criminal theme to it, like Grand Theft Auto Online. And you have quote-unquote good criminals, and then you have bad criminals. And I personally don't have a problem with the griefers existing. I just wish the griefers would grief each other and leave the rest of us alone. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. I think that it would be considerably easier if Rockstar did away with the orbital cannon and nerfed the broomstick a little bit more, like you and I talked about a while back in one of my videos. If they did those two things, then it would probably even the playing field a little bit more when it comes to dealing with griefers.
Yeah, I'm really tired of seeing at least those two things just being used by griefers. Like, it wouldn't bother me if they came to me in a jet or a helicopter or maybe a car with a sticky bomb. Or maybe even
that's
the
old school
gun.
right there.
But
like back in the day, that's what they used to love to do. They would just come after you with a car and sticky bombs. Or a tank.
Yeah, or a tank. But really, honestly, it went from, being a challenge to try to survive and just killing them and feeling satisfaction to just being plain annoying and just expecting them to just use the same shit over and over. So, like, the whole griefer aspect to it just became, like, really predictable when somebody wants to kill you. They really need to change some of the vehicles so we can have, like, different variety or playstyle on griefers.
Yeah, I think there's some things that could be improved, like fighter jets, for example. I firmly believe that a fighter jet, like a laser, like a pyro, like a hydra, should be more than a match for a flying broomstick. And I would even say some of the attack helicopters should be more than a match as well. It just doesn't make sense with this flying bike from Saints Row the Third that Rockstar clearly copy-pasted to be more than a match for your pyro or starling or even a laser. Like, theoretically, you'd think that, the laser would take out an oppressor every single day.
Yeah, they really need to make the Dogfighters compete against the Oppressor Mark II. Because, I mean, just instead of, random missiles, just give them, like, air-to-air missiles so they can counter the broomstick. At least, it'll still give the broomstick a chance because it still has countermeasures.
Yeah.
But still, it'll even out the playing field, and it's supposed to be, like, the main thing because jets are supposed to dominate the skies.
Yeah. I mean, in real life, they're considerably faster than anything else we have, unless you count a rocket ship or shuttle. But, yeah, I mean, fighter jets are some of the fastest vehicles in the world right now. And why is that not the case in Grand Theft Auto Online? It's just another one of those prime examples of Rockstar logic.
Yeah, like the missile being faster than the jet itself.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are going to come to the conclusion of the video, and one more question.
Oh no, one more.
Yep. What would you like to see added, come back, or removed from GTA Online?
Well, since we already talked about things we'd like to see removed, like the orbital cannon, I'll talk about what I would like to see. I know it's been rumored for years that there's a potential naval DLC in the works. And I like the idea because the water makes up the majority of the map. You know, you have Southern San Andreas surrounded by ocean, and most of it's unused. So it would make sense for a naval DLC to eventually come out. And maybe, I guess some people speculated maybe there would be like abandoned oil derricks as the property. We'd have new attack boats like PT boats or like mini attack subs or even some aircraft. I mean, it's a naval update, so maybe they'll add some attack aircrafts like Raptors, F-35s, some other vehicles like that. Because I know people love militarized vehicles. I have no problem with it as long as there's a balance to them. I don't really want to see any more broomsticks. I don't want an Oppressor Mark III, but I would love to see an F-22, an F-35, something like that. Maybe even add the aircraft carrier as a new military base on the map that you can venture off to, similar to Fort Sankudu. That would be awesome. So, yeah, I think a naval DLC would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. So, I think that's pretty much everything. Is there anything you would like to say before we wrap up the interview?
Thank you for having me, and this is a nice place you have here.
Thank you. I modified it myself. It took a
Oh.
couple of thousands, but we managed to do it, and it's pretty fun. It's a pretty nice place
Yeah,
to chill.
yeah, nice, relaxing, very comfortable. And thank you for having me here today. I promise I didn't shed too much wolf hair on your couch.
It's fine. Don't worry. We have somebody to clean that up just in case. But yeah, thank you for being here, and I'll put your channel link in the description. I'll make sure not to forget.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and just I know who I'm gonna interview next after this. I've been meaning to interview the same person, but I just keep forgetting.
Oh.
But yeah, I know who I'm gonna interview next. Tell me what other type of player would you like me to interview, and yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed and have a nice day. Bye bye.